Have you ever found yourself gripping the railing for dear life just to climb a few stairs? Or maybe you've noticed that what used to feel easy now leaves you breathless, like your legs just don't have the same power they used to. Well, here's the good news. It's not just getting older. It's something far more fixable than that. In this video, I'm going to share 3 simple exercises that can help you climb stairs with the energy and ease you had 20 years ago. And here's the best part. You don't need a gym, fancy equipment, or even a lot of time. Just a few minutes a day can make a world of difference. But before we jump into the exercises, let's talk about why this happens in the first place. You see, as we age, we naturally lose muscle mass, a condition called sarcopenia. It starts as early as our 30s, but after 50, the decline speeds up, and those weaker muscles, they're the real reason stairs start feeling like mountains. The good news? Research shows we can slow this down and even reverse it with the right kind of movement. Think of it like this. Your muscles are like a car battery. If you don't use them, they lose their charge. But with the right exercises, you can jumpstart them back to life. So let's get into the first exercise, the one that targets the 2 most important muscles for stair climbing. Your quads, those big muscles on the front of your thighs, and your glutes, your powerhouse butt muscles. Here's how it works. Find a sturdy chair, something that won't slide around. Sit toward the edge, feet flat on the floor. Now, scoot forward just a bit, so your feet are slightly behind your knees. Here's the key. If you feel steady, cross your arms over your chest. If you need a little help, rest your hands on the armrests. Now, push through your heels and stand up slowly. Feel those thighs and glutes firing. Good. Then lower yourself back down, but make it slower than when you stood up. That's where the magic happens. Aim for 10 of these, twice a day. And here's the trick. Don't rock forward to stand. That's cheating your muscles out of the work they need. Instead, press through your legs like you're pushing the ground away from you. Now, let's move to the second exercise, because stairs aren't just about going up. They're about staying balanced. That's where your gluteus medius comes in, the muscle on the side of your hip that keeps you from wobbling like a weeble. For this one, you'll need a small step, about 4 inches high. The bottom stair works too. Stand beside it and place one foot firmly on the step. Now push through that foot to lift your body up, letting your other foot gently meet it. Then, lower back down with control. Do 10 on each side, and if you feel unsteady, hold on to a counter or railing. This isn't about pride. It's about building strength safely. Now, let's talk about the third exercise, the one that makes going downstairs feel smoother. Because let's be honest, going down is often harder than going up. This one's called the step down. Stand on a low step, feet shoulder width apart. Slowly lower one foot toward the floor. Touch lightly, then push back up. The key? Keep your knee aligned over your toes, no letting it cave in. And here's a pro tip. Once this gets easy, hold a 5-pound weight, or a sack of flour, to challenge yourself. Studies show this builds muscle fast in people over 65. Now, before we wrap up this section, here's a bonus tip most people miss. When climbing stairs, lean forward slightly. It shifts your weight over your feet, making each step feel lighter. Try it next time. You'll be amazed at the difference. Now that we've covered the essential exercises to rebuild your stair climbing strength, let's talk about something just as important, your technique. Because even with stronger muscles, if you're moving in a way that strains your joints or throws off your balance, you're working against yourself. Picture this. You're at the bottom of a staircase, And without thinking, you grab the railing and heave yourself up, step by step. Sound familiar? Here's the problem. When you rely too much on your arms to pull you up, your legs don't get the workout they need. Worse, you're training your body to move in a way that actually weakens you over time. So let's fix that. First, practice the up phase. Stand in front of a single step, or the bottom stair. Place one foot firmly on the step, keeping your knee aligned over your ankle, not too far forward, not collapsing inward. Now, instead of pulling with your arms, focus on pressing through your heel to lift yourself up. Imagine you're pushing the step down into the ground, not just lifting your body up. That slight shift in focus makes a huge difference in engaging the right muscles. Now, let's talk about the down phase, where most people feel unstable or even pain. The secret: control. Most of us just drop downstairs, letting gravity do the work. But that jars your knees and hips. Instead, think of lowering yourself like you're easing into a soft chair. Slow and steady. Here's a drill to practice. Stand on a step, hold on to the railing if needed, and take a full 3 seconds to lower one foot to the floor. Then, pause for a second before lifting back up. That controlled lowering motion is where your muscles really strengthen. Now, let's address a big question I get all the time. How often should I do these exercises? The answer: daily, but in small doses. You don't need an hour-long workout, just 5 to 10 minutes, twice a day. Think of it like brushing your teeth for your muscles, consistent, quick, and non-negotiable. And here's a game changer. Once you've mastered the basics, add a little variation. Try stepping up sideways or at a slight angle. Life isn't always straight lines, and neither are stairs. Training your body to move in different directions builds better balance and real-world strength. One last tip before we move on. Pay attention to your feet. Most people never think about them, but your feet are the foundation of every step you take. If they're weak or unstable, your knees and hips pay the price. A simple trick: practice picking up a towel with your toes or rolling a tennis ball under your foot while watching TV. Stronger feet. Steadier stairs. You've learned the exercises. You've mastered the techniques. Now let's talk about how to turn this knowledge into lasting results. Because here's the truth. The biggest challenge isn't knowing what to do. It's sticking with it long enough to see real change. First, let's create your simple daily routine. Morning. Start with just 5 minutes of the chair stands while your coffee brews. Afternoon. Do your step-down exercises during a TV commercial break. Evening. Practice controlled stair movements before bed. The key is to attach these exercises to habits you already have. That way, they become automatic, rather than something you have to remember. Now, I want to address something important. Progress isn't always linear. Some days you'll feel stronger than ever. Other days, your knees might feel stiff or your energy low. That's normal. On those tougher days, do just half your usual routine rather than skipping entirely. Consistency beats intensity every time. Here's a powerful way to track your progress. Pick a flight of stairs in your home or neighborhood. Time yourself climbing it once a week. Don't focus on speed at first. Notice how your breathing feels, how your legs feel. Over weeks, you'll be amazed at the difference. A word about pain. Some muscle soreness is normal, especially when starting. But sharp or persistent joint pain means stop and adjust. Try lowering the step height or reducing how far you bend your knees. This isn't about pushing through pain. It's about working with your body. Let's talk motivation. Some days you won't feel like it. On those days, remember this. Every single rep is making your independence stronger. Every step you practice today is keeping you out of a walker tomorrow. That's powerful. Finally, celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Couldn't do one chair stand last month, but can do 5 today? That's victory. Needed 2 hands on the railing, but now only use 1? That's progress. These are the moments that keep you going. Remember, you're not just building stronger legs, you're building a stronger future. One where stairs don't scare you, where you can visit friends without worrying about steps, where you feel confident in your movement. That's worth every bit of effort. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these exercises made the biggest difference for you? Share your story in the comments to inspire others. And if you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more ways to stay strong at any age. Here's to moving through life with ease and confidence.